Section 60AA, which is the power to tell people to remove their face coverings. If they do not, they are liable for arrest. Section 60AA. Signal will come back up.
I think it's going to be very difficult to get a particularly clear reception from these live streams due to where they are. Obviously, a lot of buildings around interfering with signals, so please accept my apologies for the sound if that is the case. Just give us a thumbs up if you can hear me talking. Thank you. I won't be talking too much during, well, while it's relatively peaceful. I'll just want to keep an eye on how this particular protest is dealt with, considering there's been lots said about any pro-Hamas is going to be illegal. It's going to be a criminal offence. So and considering most of these people are cheering on the slaughter of Israelis, Jews, that would mean that they are promoting Hamas terrorists. So we want to see how this is played out. Guys, can you hear the sound on the feed? Can you let me know if you can hear the sound? No? Okay. Right. I'm trying to fix the sound. Right. Can you hear the sound now, guys? That is yeah, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I can. Hang on. Yeah, I can hear that the sound is pretty bad. I'm not entirely sure why. I've just been fiddling, trying to fix it. It sounds like to me it's coming through. I apologise.
Oh yeah, I'll do it too. Don't get me wrong. Most autistic things are things. Where's Aaron? Right. Yeah. What's just driving around? Who's just driving around? Yeah, I'm roundabout. Nicholas in the car. Who's driving back here? Is that one? Yes, that's right. It's supposed to be, what's it called down there? Just the point. XR. Yeah, with this one, it's not going to keep around. Right.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is to do with where people are. I think some of the audio's coming through because they're in a built-up area, whereas correct, not political here. It's quite open where he is, so he might be getting a bit of a better connection.
I need to put this down. This is too far. Can you hold it?
Say Barrett's. Why Barrett's? Remember back in the day. I was looked up with a tin.
Yeah, I need an eye level, especially for me. I need an eye level. It felt heavier today. It felt heavy today. Outside, I don't know. More awkward. More awkward, that's the thing.
More awkward?
Yeah, awkward. It felt awkward. That's it. Or even a bit like stairs, like eye level.
Good time in the close of the road.
I don't think that's like that. No.
I have to stop in Trafalgar for a quick pee in the toilet.
Who? Yeah, you. You're off the nut, ain't you?
I think the skin from flipping Men in Black, innit, when that flipping cockroach takes the flipping body.
There's only one skin. There's only one skin.
I'm going to have to keep flipping between these streams, by the way, guys. Obviously, YouTube can be a bit funny and try and copyright strike or whatever. So if I keep flipping between the streams, and even though, I mean, there's nothing quite happening at the moment, so flipping between the streams isn't too much of an issue. If it all kicks off, obviously, I'll just stick with whatever stream is the most important one to stick on. But we'll see how it goes.
That's like 90th century, isn't it?
It's old school. No one ever sees it.
We all fucking think that, don't we?
The Virginia roll.
You're not fucking put it somewhere safe.
Chinese, that's what whatever.
Chinese? You're going to promise the Chinese, are you?
Oh,
Trying to get me slaughtered, mate, about the Chinese.
I still want my 2K card.
Yeah, poor connection being in London and that, unfortunately.
So Chinese up thing always dropping this fun.
I need a vape, man.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
But for a score,
What?
Chinese down my
I
fucking
had
head.
one blast.
Got Taiwanese-based Chinese, all fucking others. It's one Chinese that
Guys,
fucking decent. Fortune English school.
nice
And then with Tom Balls, 15 quid all in.
my sister, no,
30 quid.
no, about 10 those years ago, Indian buffet, but vegetarian Indian buffet.
It could well be, and I'm not saying it is, but it could well be something the police are using, perhaps, or they might have asked the providers, the internet providers, to throttle the signal. Potentially, I don't know if that is right or if that is the case or not, but all of these streams seem to be really lagging out.
Mate.
Make sure that
I'll do my best to keep it on a screen where it's actually moving, but occasionally all of the streams are dropping out for a few seconds. But I will do my best to keep it on a screen, on a feed that is actually doing something.
Yeah, got that, Lisa.
You're coming in from the march, please come all the way down. Make your way.
We are all Palestinians, apart from the hundreds, if not thousands, of lefty whiteys that are there shouting the same thing. Interesting. That's somebody selling tea towels. Look like somebody selling tea towels. They're going to wrap it over their heads. They're going to wear it like I'm wearing my bandana. All of the feeds seem to be dropping out. Yeah, really struggling with the feeds at the moment, guys. So my apologies for that. Shut up, you're annoying me. Shut up, you're annoying me.
Make sure he's bringing up another piece of everything I can hear. When I finish that, you say shame on you. She's done that. She's done that. Do I have a problem? She's done that. Do I have a problem? She's done that. He tried to tell us that we couldn't fly the Palestinian flag, but I want you to look around. This is a female Palestinian flag. I want you to put your flags in the sky with a flag on the office in the sky and shout and shout as you can. Free, 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 free.
Okay, cool. If you ever call me, just let me know so I can save my answer. Cool. Is it? It may be just because there's a lot of people here.
Oh my God, I need a wee. Palestine March, wait for me.
Yeah, they said they're going to have a shower around about 3 o'clock.
Occupation is a crime. Occupation is a crime.
Yeah, it's fucking. Yeah, anything all about with the Gonna stay here for a while, Chris.
Yeah, I'm here for a while, mate.
I'm gonna have a mooch up there.
Yeah. No worries, I'll be around.
I've lost 2 of the streams completely. One of them's ended. The other one is off air at the moment, but the channel's still up. So all I've got at the minute is what you've got on screen, Tyrant Finder, and the live stream events. The live stream events one, I'm getting this. I'm seeing he's right in the middle of London there somewhere, so he's having trouble with his signal more than Tyrant Finder. So bear with me. I am still looking for other feeds. If anyone knows of any feeds that you can send me, if you can send them to me on Facebook or Twitter. My Facebook and Twitter accounts will show on the screen shortly, or they're in the description below. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there, Mike. Definitely playing around with the signals. I think they'd probably asked the providers to throttle the signals coming out of London, to be honest. But we'll see how that goes anyway. We'll keep on it for the time being, see what happens.
Four 421 of you, make sure you've all smashed the like button because it helps the algorithm.
I agree, Gypsy Dave, but we're talking about using the mobile internet, aren't we? So the providers can throttle it, just as they can throttle ours. How they give us particular speeds, they can do that on the fly, and it wouldn't surprise me if they've actually done that in the area. Whereabouts in London are you, Gypsy? Because they can literally target certain areas to throttle, like neighbourhoods, like sizes. It doesn't have to be an entire city.
Whether or not it's not.
Thank you very much.
Young people, dominantly, they could be the next voters. A lot of people. Yeah, an aging population. Yeah, we're an aging population. We're living well into our hundreds, our 90s, aren't we? So, we do need. So really, we can be banged for anything, any contact that we have. You know, we don't have to stand on that. And they've got to come. But then it's when brands become like a trade. You know, all our imports coming through Dover. Like, it's in our import. Yeah, you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. I see why this is doing now.
Well, it looks like is this guy in the wheelchair wearing one of the little caps that the Jewish people wear? I can't remember what they're called. If he is, fair play to him being out there. He's Jewish, fair play.
We've got a government that can't make we're fucking killing each other. You know what I mean? So I'm not on over this side. You know,
That seems to divide opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why it's been but
thank you. The people of Palestine on the BBC this week. It's my great honour to welcome to the stage as our first speaker, the Palestinian ambassador to the UK.
Right, I've just flipped back because those coppers that were standing there just steamed off. Across the road there.
yeah, keep off. Nowhere near. Yeah. Well, I was one of the part of what the anti-fascist side is what they call the and they put me a big write up which is Christopher back from Bristol Harbour Estate. Blood about claims benefit. They don't even entertain any sort of difficulty or any sort of I only don't work now because my back can't, so I'm in commissions, I can't work.
Thank you. What this means to us, the Palestinian people, that even now, when we feel isolated, abandoned, that so many of you are together in support of Palestine. In support of Palestine, in support of peace. Every good voice. You are doing well. You are peaceful of the state of every border. Don't give them any suit to silence you. People American organizations who want to silence you. Therefore, among your own coalition who want to stop you from getting Palestinian flag. Show me the Palestinian flag. Who will come? Who will come? Syria. Migrants of that become a global symbol of the struggle of rights, freedom, and humanity.
Oh, bloody signal.
You know, totally. If I, you know, these ones because I'm on somebody's side. When you do something wrong, I feel everything. So, you know, as a citizen journalist, like, yeah, I'm up for giving a little interview. Yeah.
Nice to talk to you.
Where have you travelled from today? You know what? Oh, when he got
Without water, food, without medicine, without shelter, without anyone to go. And 1 million children, this is a crime against humanity. This is a false population expansion transfer. Also, and one quarter of the area of the land of Uganda.
Lost that feed.
yeah, that's what it is.
Hello, Dolly. Everybody's scared later on.
We do have an aerial view, however. Like I said to Roger Whittington earlier, it's a shame we didn't have this many people out when it came to the grooming gangs, or when it came to COVID restrictions, or in fact when it's come to anything that means something to the British people. There is very rarely this many people turn out, which I think is quite saddening, to be honest. Jimmy Riddle, fuck off. Oh, that's right. The BBC got covered in red paint earlier today. Even though, and this is only hours before the protest, this march, but yet they was able to get in there and put paint all over the place, even though there were police everywhere. Isn't that interesting? Yes, Mike, I agree. I said this earlier. There's an awful lot of lefty honkies that are in the crowd screaming, "We are Palestine. You know, I'm like, what? What? Well, to be fair, that isn't as many as I thought, but I do believe quite a few have gone off because they have a particular route to follow, and I believe some of them have already started off on that route. So I don't think that is everybody.
The occupation, the colonization, and apartheid. Of our legitimate rights, survivors, and identity. We need more support. We need to be proud. We should be proud of what we're doing together every day. This is not just about defending the life of the Palestinian people. This is not even just about defending international law and universal values. This
Jimmy Riddle, perhaps you should do yourself a favour and look in the description before you open your mouth, you dumb fuck.
when we all make back our path to justice, when we all make back our path to justice, no more reference, no, like the black justice is little with obstacles and deceptions, the lie, everything was there, chants, show,
Still learning how to use OBS, by the way. Even though I've been using it for ages, I only use it normally for my videos, not for live streams. So you'll forgive me for not being very professional with this. Someone should tell the Independent they're not allowed to film police fans. It's a security risk.
what is going on in the area. And those killings are wrong, murder is wrong, a lot of human life is wrong.
Just a point, I'm doing a live broadcast
sorry.
right here, so just don't try not to, because it's literally going round.
For justice, for process, honor, particularly for the people of Palestine. And these rights to condemn the killings that have happened. It is right to condemn the type of civilians which is enforce the war crime within international law. But it's also right to condemn the continuing occupation of Palestine by the military force. The occupation of the West Bank, the settlements, which now number over 500,000 inhabitants, the system that has been quite correctly described by the late Archbishop as a system of apartheid has to be condemned and has to be opposed. And the world must recognise that for all the horrors that happened last weekend, to demand that we stop the nation of Gaza move and that people leave their homes within 24 hours is dangerous, it is going to kill people, and they are dying in their thousands at the present time. So our demand is to end the occupation, to end the bombardments of Gaza, and to recognise and to deny innocent civilian people water, electricity, the basic necessities of life, such as clothing and hygiene, is also a war crime and also illegal within the terms of messages from people over the last few days. People in Israel who oppose the occupation, people in Israel demanding human rights. I have a message from people in Gaza on the bombardment. I have a message from people who've lost loved ones and continue to serve others that they haven't yet been able to find. The devastation of life and the devastation that goes with it is why millions of people all over the world were demonstrating yesterday, today, tomorrow, and we all carry on demonstrating. Peace to bring about recognition of the rights.
I don't agree with
You can see they've got their token police constable on the scene.
I'm thinking, oh, we're on. We don't get weapons, do we? So, yeah. I know. Yeah, it's just got loads on there. Sorry, Mike. Why?
I'm taking a joke. I went, I want one of those. So as soon as you got one, that's what I said.
Yeah, all the streams seem to be dropping out at the moment. Someone asked if that was a stop the boats on the last screen. I don't know. I do believe there is a stop the boats gathering happening in London. Excuse me, whether that was it or not, I do not know. But the police are going to be spread thin today, aren't they? I mean, you look at the picture that's on the screen now. And you can hardly see a high vis anywhere. If that lot started moving, the police would be fucked. Yeah, thank you, Lost Souls Paranormal, for posting that. I have linked to the channels of the streams that I'm using on this stream in the description. I did have a couple of dickheads say to me, you know, in the comments, going, "Oh, you should link to them." Well, they were linked from the very beginning, if you bothered looking. But you know, they are linked below, and they will stay there. So if anybody does come and see this video later, and they look in the description, they'll see the links at the top. But it would seem that I've lost every live stream at the moment, apart from this one of the pro-Palestine protest. As I've said, if anybody knows of any other streams that are ongoing and you want to chuck the link over, let me know whose stream it is, and I can add that in the description as well. But at the moment, I've literally got what you're seeing on screen now and the Tyrant Finder stream, which I believe is the Stop the Boats one. Crazy Bulgarian. Let's go and have a look at that one. Well, it looks like he's got some. He's got one. I think he's got one London one. He's got the French going on there. They're I'll keep looking for the British, for the London streams. I know some people might be interested in the French ones, but I'm really not that bothered about France, to be quite honest. More concerned about our own country.
Yes.
Yeah, we're still struggling with the signal. But again, as I say, I am still looking for further streams to add on here. I want to see what's going on over the course of the afternoon into early evening, if possible. It will be interesting to see how any unrest is dealt with by the police. Obviously, that's what this channel is about, although I've not really done much for a while on the channel. I might at some point have to leave something running and go and have a 40 weeks. But I will do what I can. I will stay on for as long as I possibly can. Before the chronic fatigue kicks in. I agree, Lorraine. I agree. Now, I'm not suggesting, by the way, I'm not suggesting that I'm on the side of the Jews, of Israel. I don't like the idea that they're going into Gaza and bombing. However, I do think that as civilians, we don't fully understand the art of war, shall we say. And sometimes, unfortunately, in order to get rid of the filth, shall we say, and I don't mean the police in this context, but in order to get rid of the filth, sometimes there is innocent casualties. I don't agree with it, but unfortunately, there is no way to have a war without innocent people dying. So I wish, obviously, that there was no war, but that's never going to happen, unfortunately. But I think the fact that, in my opinion, I think the fact that Hamas, Palestinian Hamas, went into Israel and on the sole intention of murdering, kidnapping and raping and you know, of innocent people, they done that with the sole intention of doing that. Whereas Israel has given warning. You know, they have given prior warning. Granted, it's only 24 hours, but I'll be fucking honest with you. If somebody said to me, you got 24 hours to get out of your town before we bomb it, I don't give a fuck who you are. I would be on my toes. Yeah, I would leave right there and then, and I would walk and I would get as fucking far away as possible. I think I've got to be honest. I think they've, you know, the fact that they've given them 24, although people are saying 24 hours isn't long enough. What do people expect? Do they go, right, on December the 3rd, we're going to come in and you know, you've got till December the 3rd to piss off? No, they're not, because then Hamas are going to move and they're going to hide somewhere else. They have to act quickly, in my opinion. And unfortunately, as awful as it is, there are going to be innocent casualties. But unfortunately, that's the nature of war. Unfortunately, you can't have a war without innocent people getting killed, and that's why that's why war needs to be fucking dealt with properly. And we need to find a way not to have war. But everybody's moaning that it's war crimes to get people to leave the northern part of Palestine. I think it would be worse if they just started bombing. Fuck it, fuck them. Who cares? Whoever's there is there. Let's just kill them all. That seems to me the mindset of a lot of these Palestinians that are out here protesting. A lot of the lefty lot. They're arguing about about Palestinians being asked to move out of an area that's going to get bombed. Well, isn't that better than just bombing the place? Do you know what I mean? So I don't agree with the war either way. But unfortunately, how would you feel if we were attacked? Let's say France attacked us. They snuck in, started killing and raping and murdering and everything, kidnapping, brothers, sisters, mums, daughters. What would you want them? What would you want our government to sit back for, weeks while they say, right, well, we're going to bomb parts of France and we want the civilians to get out? Do you think that our government are going to go, yeah, we'll give you weeks to get out? No, they're not. And you wouldn't want them to either, because you would want the people who committed these offences to be dealt with. It's sad. It's sad. It's sickening. It's a shame. It's again, I don't know. It's an opinion, right? It's an opinion. That's all I can do is give opinion, my opinion. But I just think that the fact that Israel have given notice that they're going to bomb certain areas and have asked people to get out, I think has got to be far better than just bombing while people are still there. I've lost all of the other feeds again, apart from Tyrant Finder. But again, I think this is the Stop the Boats. Which is quite interesting, because I think a lot of those that have come over on the boats are probably from places like Palestine, certainly the Middle East. Gavin, you could well be right. I mean, the simple fact that the defense system didn't do its job, and 1,000 Hamas terrorists managed to get into Israel, it makes you wonder, considering they've probably got one of the best defenses in the world, really. And the simple fact that that everything went wrong makes you wonder, or it has to make you wonder, how they managed to do that. Afternoon, God bless. really struggling to find other streams. It's weird. It's almost like the social media platforms are hiding them all. But no, they wouldn't be doing something like that now, would they? Now, there seems to be a lot more coming from New York than there is from the UK. So you'll have to forgive me whilst I try and find other streams. Yeah. Really having trouble here.
Sorry. Signal goes down too much down there. We're going back down to
Yeah, we're losing it. Now, I mean, somebody might be able to tell me, am I right in saying that the Rothschilds are Jewish? I believe I've got this feeling that the Rothschilds are Jewish, or they've definitely got something to do with Israel. Yeah, I thought they might. And the Rothschilds love a bit of war, didn't they? Because they can make money off of it, just like they make money off of everything else that they have a hand in when it comes to trying to control the people. Zionists and Jews aren't the same. So this is where my ignorance comes in, I'm afraid. I've never really bothered with, you know, needing to know about any of that stuff because, you know, live and let live. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really give a shit what religion you are or where you're from or anything else. So in that respect, there are some things I'm a little bit ignorant on. Right, but okay, thank you, Lost Souls. But they're from they're originally from Israel, I believe. They're Jews ultimately, aren't they? Imogen, the Rothschilds have got something to do with almost everything, unfortunately. I know that much. They've literally got their hand in pretty much everything, haven't they?
It's a suitable place to put
Is
it
that
down.
respectful though? Well, regardless if it's truthful, I find that might be disrespectful. My grandfather, for example, I think that might be disrespectful that you've got your equipment resting on the economy. I think it's quite disrespectful that you've got your equipment resting on the
Shall I tell you why they are?
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, you ask me a question, I'll give you an answer if you want.
I don't care why they're there.
Okay. First, okay, my answer
But
is
that could
I
be
don't
moved
think
down
it's
to
disrespectful.
that could be moved down to that bit
So
of
I
down
don't think it's disrespectful.
I do.
Okay.
Mightily disrespectful. I do. Mightily disrespectful. Even the king, when he leaves his priest on there, he never stepped on those steps.
Yeah, I think Tyrant needs to get a bit further down into the middle of it all, see what's going on. Well, I know we've got to hold the police to account, but there's far more going on at the moment than the police putting their helmets on the cenotaph. Imogen, please, there's no need to talk to people like that. And if anyone else is
Just
talking
told
like that,
Hopper,
please stop.
why have they got all their equipment on the cenotaph? I find it mightily disrespectful.
I knew whether.
But remember, people have got different opinions. People have different information. Remember, we shouldn't attack people.
I don't know if you've seen that.
Attack the argument by all means, but
Why
don't
do they
attack
put all
people,
their,
please.
helmets on the cenotaph. I said I find it mighty disrespectful. But if you didn't, you catch the video later.
Lorraine, you're absolutely right there. I didn't think of that when I just saw it. It looked like the police had the entire cenotaph fenced off, which is strange. I was hoping there was going to be something going on in Liverpool. I was going to get a taxi into the town. I was going to get a taxi into the town with my equipment, but from everything that I've seen, there's just no information of anything going on in Liverpool. Otherwise, I'd have gone down there myself. I wouldn't have been able to walk around much, but I certainly would have gone down there.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of the networks are overloaded right now.
There we go. We could come back to IP. I've had like the old GFM like signal, like the old no 3G or anything.
It's a lot better here than it is over there.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as you get.
Yeah, we seem to have lost the feeds. The feeds have ended. The ones that I was keeping an eye on. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't get why there's so little coverage. I mean, I don't doubt for a minute that the government have asked the big tech companies to shadow ban some of these streams and things like that. I don't dismiss that for one moment, but there's just having such a hard time finding anything. It is really, really weird. there doesn't even seem to be any live streams, actual live streams on Facebook. I mean, I'm doing a search now and checking all the lives, and everything on here is a was live rather than is live. No worries, Chris. Thanks for jumping on. I think you could be right in many senses, Doberman. Any fight that we did have has been bred out of us over the past couple of generations, I think. This is a long game. This is definitely a long game, and all of our fight has been bred out of us. Sis, if that's how you pronounce it, can you do us a favor? Can you send us some links? You can do it via email. Holly, if you wouldn't mind, can you just do me email in the chat, please? If you can send us some links, Sis, I would appreciate that, because I've looked on TikTok, and to be honest, I don't really know how to use TikTok. I know how to upload a video, but I don't know how to use it. And I've searched for live streams on there, and I got nothing. Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear that?
Oh, we're losing connection. Unstable connection. Let's see if we can get to right, back to normal.
Listen to our poems, you inspire humanity, your resistance is war with the God. Here's how so the poem, through your shopping spirit, you provide example for all. How to live, how to love, when the top from the clouds of love. Let me give so you should rock the job by the sound of guns. What you try to plan, you is not like this. But least what we can give you is an anthem. They kind of try to analyze this kind of play. But we have to do the next story. The same
Even the queers are out for Palestine.
Will be great. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
World peace.
Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Palestine.
Well, Mike, if they did get tossed off of a large building with that flag, at least they could use it as a parachute to soften the landing somewhat, shall we say? That's not a drone they're using, that close to a police helicopter. That's dangerous.
No, no, you can open it. Silence, buddy.
Right, but that free Palestine chant is doing my nutting. From the rivers to the sea, Hamas are cunts. Oh, did I say that out loud? Just lost 2 feeds at once there. Isn't that interesting? Holton, I think it's interesting, or not interesting. I think it's something important to remember that it's not all Palestinians. Okay, there are lots of innocent Palestinians who don't want this shit going on. However, saying that, when you're looking at these live streams, it shows you just how many that we have over here, or supporters of that over here, who are, you know, happy for Hamas to go and do what they've been doing. You know, I've not heard many Palestinians condemning the actions of Hamas, but yet they're all too keen to condemn the actions of Israel in defending themselves.
There's a few of them that got, I think it's 100 metres or 200 metres exclusion from Hampton. Outside Downing Street now.
From London to Palestine. I thought she was going to start singing the theme tune to Only Fools and Horses there. I mean, needed to put another country in there, and should have had the trio. That, funnily enough, that with the columns there, that's where I got arrested for filming the protests a year and a half ago outside the BBC, which is just to the left of that building that they're at now, if I remember rightly. I was standing right on those steps when I got arrested.
For the people of Palestine, between 12:15 and 12:30. But in the meantime, let's keep up the noise. Let's make sure
Is that enough? Hang about. I think that, to be honest, I think that is a rerun of one from earlier. Let's go back to something else, because I think that's a recording from earlier. In the thousands, in the millions, these fucktards are all reptilians. Oh shit, keep playing. Don't go silent now. Actually, there's a lot more there now. This is an up-to-date feed. That entire part of the road looks like it's full of them. And yet again, not a single fluorescent jacket there. Looks like they've all pissed off down to the other end where Tyrant Finder is. Certainly doesn't seem to be many in high vises there. That's what I'm waiting for, Roger. I'm waiting for the old sun to go down. We are really struggling there with
Occupation.
We are in trouble with these live feeds. See if I can find some more. Where is everybody? Where's all the citizen journalists that should be out filming this, showing what's happening, since the mainstream media have now fucking fucked off? Everywhere seems to be, I mean, it might even be me, to be honest. I mean, my internet's pretty good and I've got it plugged in by Ethernet rather than Wi-Fi, so I shouldn't have any issues with the connection. But I'm struggling to get anything on TikTok, on YouTube. They're all really lagging. TikTok is so depressing. All you see is a bunch of sluts in their underwear prancing about. It's absolutely disgusting. If I want to see that, I'll go and watch X Hamster. Get off TikTok, old man. It is though, that TikTok, it's all women or girls that purposely dress up to look young, younger than they are, to go on there and flaunt their tits or show their fucking camel toe and stuff. It's absolutely disgusting. Oh, I can assure you, I don't like it. All that makeup they've got plastered on. I used to plaster walls that look better than them.
You want to know?
Is that a question to me, Vampire Daddy? Why didn't I go down to London? That's to do, unfortunately, that's to do with my stroke or strokes. Suffering from chronic fatigue and weakness, which means I can't do a lot of walking, which is why I was hoping there'd be some kind of protest in Liverpool. Because I could get a taxi into the town and I could sit down somewhere and film it from there. But there doesn't seem to be anything going on in Liverpool that I've found anyway.
Palestine will be free.
I think Gary Lineker is cleaning out some of his bedrooms in his mansion to make room for some of the Palestinian refugees that are going to be seeking shelter somewhere.
Sorry, do you want a toe?
There is a question for you guys watching, in the nicest way possible, because I want to be careful not to get cancelled from YouTube. Tell me why you think oh fucking hell, what's it called? Wembley Stadium wouldn't light up in white and blue for the Israelis. Why do you think they turned down the opportunity to you know, do a bit of social justice warriorship? I believe that Wembley was quite happy in the last couple of years. Can't remember when, but it was definitely within the last couple of years to have the call to prayer coming from their speakers, I believe. Aren't they just down the road from a rather large mosque? I think maybe that's potentially why they decided not to show any support for the Israelis. Adult dating chat, piss off. Thank you, Lost Souls.
Oh, yeah.
Right, we currently literally have just this one stream at the moment. I'm still trying to find more. If anybody knows of any, please email me with a link. But I am still looking constantly on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Might even, because it's still quite early, isn't it? It's not even 4 o'clock yet. I know it's going to start getting dark within the next hour or two. I might wrap this live stream up for now and then keep an eye out for any situation that occurs tonight. And if there's a situation later, then I'll obviously come back and bring that to you through the channel. Yeah, Parker, to be honest, I don't really want to start going down the what's going on in France, to be honest. I mean, I know it shows, it shows a contrast of the way that they deal with it from the way that ours deal with it, but that would be the only reason that I'd want to show what's going on in France. But other than that, I'm really not asked about what's going on in France, to be fair. Mickey, if anything kicks off, then I will be. Yeah, the crazy Bulgarian's showing mostly French streams, I believe, or he was when I looked earlier. I just want to stick with what's going on here, to be honest. To be fair, it's been pretty reasonable, to be fair, apart from what they've been shouting and stuff, and the fact that they're actively cheering on Hamas, basically. Apart from that, to be fair, they've been pretty reasonable. But I don't know whether that's going to stay that way through the evenings. Yeah, if you are watching, I know I haven't put I haven't put anything out for some time apart from my live streams, and I do apologise for that. That's one of the reasons why I'm considering disappearing for a little while, just to go get a couple of hours sleep, because if you've not subscribed and you may not know, I've had 5 strokes, 4 in the last 2 years, and I suffer from chronic fatigue. So it's difficult to, especially during the day, to force myself to stay awake. But if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I will be putting out content soon, I promise. I'm not going anywhere. I will be about, and once soon as I'm able to, I'll be putting some videos back out again. Thank you, James. GB News is reporting on it. Should we see what GB News is saying? Are they live now? Are they? Let's have a look. They're actually talking about what's going on in Israel at the moment. Thank you, Jip. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Doberman. Yeah, you're welcome, Billy. Yeah, I think I think considering it's been pretty calm, to be honest, all day, and it seems pretty calm now. Don't seem to have seen any sort of issues like, you know, like clashes with the police or anything like that, to be fair. So I think it's probably a good idea to take a break now, and then come back later if there's anything else happening. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'll call it there, and if there's anything, well, I mean the, you know, the protesters, shall we say, they've been pretty calm. There hasn't really been any, you know, pushing and shoving arguments, conflicts with the police as such. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's been completely uneventful, but I think while it is a bit chilled, I think it's probably a good idea for me to go and get a couple of hours sleep and then come back later and see if there's anything to bring you a bit later on this evening. I think we know how a lot of these go when the light goes. It seems that a lot of people feel far braver when the moon comes out. So I think if anything's going to happen, it's probably going to be tonight. Dressing as an Afghan. Yeah, I was going to head down Alan's snack bar. No, I'll tell you what, the reason I've got this on is because I had my hair done, didn't I? I had hair transplant surgery, or whatever you want to call it. And what happens is, after it's been a month, yesterday was a month to the day, and now it starts to fall out before it grows through properly. So now it's looking a bit shitty. So so that's why I'm wearing this at the moment, because I look like a twat until it starts growing through properly. So yeah. So yeah, okay, guys, I'm gonna call it there for now. Anyway, if anything happens later tonight, I will be back up with a live stream, and I'll try and gather as many angles as possible to keep an eye on what's going on. I know obviously there are people out there doing their own live streams, and I'm using those live streams. I will of course link to their channels in the description. But I think it's a lot easier to flip, you know, if I have several streams coming in and flip between them, it saves people having to go searching for all these channels themselves and, you know, watch and then go back and flip themselves. So that's the plan anyway. Nick GB, Dan Rooney. Not these days. I used to shag grannies years ago. Not recently. Mind you, I did. Well, no, she wasn't a granny, but she did have a face like a ball bag. Yeah, it's like wrinkly. That's too much time on the sunbeds, that is. Anyway, yeah, I will see you all a bit later on. If you're anywhere, who hasn't? If you're anywhere where, you know, there are protests or anything like that, you know, try and stay safe. Obviously that's the most important thing, is your safety. So if anything happens near you, if you can stream it and send me a link to your stream, I would appreciate it. If that is the case, I will obviously give you a shout out if you've got a channel. Like Lost Souls is very good at that. She'll stick a link to your channel and stuff into the chat occasionally, so people know. So if you've got anything you want to share later by way of a live stream, if anything happens near you, then please do let me know. With that said, I'm going to go jump into bed for a couple of hours. I know that sounds really stupid, only being 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but that is my life at the moment, unfortunately. Thanks again, everybody. please keep an eye out for this evening, just in case I do go live. Respect to you all. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.